Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this semicircle with the center O, along with these segments AE 7 units. The segment DE is 21 units, and the chord CD is 16 units, as you can see in this given diagram, such that this angle CDE is a 90 degrees angle. And now our task is to calculate the radius of this semicircle. And please bear in mind that we are not supposed to be using calculators of any kind. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started, and here's our very first step. Let's focus on this semicircle, and in this next step I have completed a whole circle, and in this next step I have extended this line DE all the way to this point F on this circle, such that this DF is our chord. And now I'm going to label this segment EF length as X. And now our task is to find the value of X. And here's our next step. Let's focus on this diameter AB. I'm going to label this one as our diameter 2 times radius lowercase r. And we know this tiny horizontal segment AE length is 7 units. So therefore this segment EB length has got to be 2r minus 7. And now let's recall the intersecting chords theorem. According to this theorem, if two chords intersect in a circle, then the products of the measures of the segments of the chords are equal, as you can see in this given diagram. Here we got these two chords AC and BD, and they intersect each other, and as a result we are ended up with these segments lowercase a, lowercase b, lowercase c, and finally lowercase d, such that a times b equal to c times d. And now we are going to apply this intersecting chords theorem on this given problem. And here we got these two chords A, B, and D, F, and they intersect each other at this point E. And as a result, we are ended up with these segments 7, 2r minus 7, 21, and X. Therefore, according to this intersecting chords theorem, if we multiply 7 times 2r minus 7 must be equal to 21 times X. So we can write 7 times 2r minus 7 is going to be equal to 21 times x. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 7 to make our job simple. And here this 7 and 7 is gone, so we are ended up with this 2r minus 7 is going to be equal to 3 times x. And now I'm going to move this 7 on the other side. So therefore we can write 2r equal to 3x plus 7. And I'm going to divide both sides by 2 to isolate lowercase r. So thus our radius lowercase r value is going to be equal to 3x plus 7 divided by 2. And now in this next step, I am going to connect these two vertices C and F, as you can see in this next step. And now let's recall the Thales Theorem. According to this theorem, if C, D, and F are three distinct points on the very same circle where the angle CDF is a right angle, then the line CF is going to be our diameter. So no wonder this CF line is going to be our diameter, and that is going to pass through the center O. Since these points C, D, F lie on the very same circle, and this is our 90 degrees angle. And now we are going to focus on this right triangle CDF. Now we can see this CF is the diameter of this circle. So I'm going to label this whole diameter as 2 times radius lowercase r. And furthermore, this whole leg DF length is going to be x plus 21. So I can write x plus 21. And now we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle. And here's our Pythagorean theorem, a square plus b square equal to c square. And in our case, our hypotenuse is 2 times r, whereas our two other legs are x plus 21 and 16. Let's go ahead and fill in the blanks. So we can write x plus 21 whole square plus 16 square equals to 2 times r whole square. Let's go ahead and take care of this square. We can write x square plus 42 times x plus 441, and then 16 square is 256 equal to 4 times r square. And in this next step, I have combined these like terms. So we are ended up with x square plus 42 times x plus 697 equal to 4 times r square on the right hand side. And now let's focus on this radius lowercase r. We know our radius lowercase r value is 3x plus 7 divided by 2. So therefore I'm going to replace this lowercase r with 3x plus 7 divided by 2 over here. As you can see in this next step, I have replaced this lowercase r with 3x plus 7 divided by 2. And now let's simplify furthermore. We can write x square plus 42 times x plus 697 equals to 4, and then 2 square is going to give us 4 at the bottom times 3x plus 7 whole square. And here we can see this 4 and 4 is gone. And now in this next step, I'm going to take square of this binomial on the right hand side. So therefore we can write x square plus 42x plus 697 equals to 9 times x square plus 42 times x plus 49. And now we can see this 42x and 42x, they are gone from both sides. And now I'm going to move this x square on the other side, and at the very same time I'm going to move this 49 in the opposite direction, as you can see in this next step. So therefore we are ended up with 8x square equal to 648. And now we are going to divide both sides by 8. So therefore our x square value is going to be equal to 81. And now I'm going to undo this square by taking square root on both sides. So therefore our x value simply turns out to be equal to positive 9 units. So thus our x value turns out to be 9, and now we are going to substitute this x equal to 9 value in this equation over here. So therefore let's go ahead and substitute those values. So r is going to be simply 3 times 9 plus 7 divided by 2. So thus our radius lowercase r value turns out to be 17 units. So thus after all the calculations and manipulations, the radius of this semicircle turns out to be equal to 17 units. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.